So in this video, I'm going to be doing a review on Prodentim right here. All right, so that's what it looks like. Now this is an oral probiotic supplement. I actually came across this product as I was just doing a ton of research on oral health, on just things that you can do proactively to just enhance the health of your teeth and your gums. Because if you've been watching my channel, you know that about 2.5 years ago, I lost this front tooth, which has been just a nightmare in terms of trying to get it replaced. I went through a few failed dental implant surgeries and it was just not fun whatsoever. So I realized that financially, me looking into just different precautions that I can take to really optimize and enhance my oral health would most definitely be a good idea, just because there's also a ton of stuff coming out about how your oral microbiome actually tells a lot about your overall health, and even so much so that the Viome test, I don't know if you guys have done the Viome test, but I highly recommend it. With that, it basically can tell you what kind of diet you're supposed to eat based on your gut microbiome. It's a gut microbiome analysis, essentially. And they just released their full body intelligence test, which on top of those two things includes an oral microbiome assessment as well. Just because based on the composition of different probiotics in your mouth, as a matter of fact, the research as of late has been showing that if you have issues with your teeth, whether it's cavities, bad breath, inflammation, tooth decay, a lot of it is not just due to the fact that you're not brushing your teeth or you're not using mouthwash, but rather it just matters the composition of the different microbes in your mouth, right? And Dr. Paul Saladino actually talks in more length about this topic. He says that he doesn't even use toothpaste, he just brushes his teeth with regular water. And as long as, he says, as long as your diet is really locked in place, you're eating whole foods, you're giving your body the right composition, then you're not going to deal with bad breath or anything. It makes sense in a way, because our ancestors didn't have toothpaste and mouthwash and all these things to use on a regular basis.
Toothpaste, bullshit or not? Most toothpaste contains fluoride at massively increased concentrations relative to water. Fluoride in toothpaste, 1,500 parts per million. Fluoride in water, 1 part per million. You should definitely not, in my belief, be giving fluoride toothpaste to your kids, because they're going to swallow it. They're going to get so much fluoride into their stomachs and into their bodies. It's a mineral that is found throughout our diets if we are eating a whole foods diet. You do not need fluoride in your water or fluoride in your toothpaste to prevent tooth decay if you are getting enough fat-soluble vitamins in your diet. And furthermore, if your breath stinks, it's because of a problem in your gut, dysbiosis, rather than a problem with not using toothpaste in your mouth. Yes, you can have dysbiosis in your mouth too, but it originates in your gut. Fix your gut if you have bad breath. Get rid of fluoride toothpaste. I don't even think you need toothpaste in general in your life. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, so this right here is really just one of the only products that I've found that is a probiotic for your mouth and for your oral health, right? Most probiotics on the market even seed probiotic, which I definitely do highly recommend to take as your base probiotic, because that essentially covers everything. This Prodentim right here specifically targets populating your oral cavity with the right microbes and the right strains of probiotics that have been shown and proven to be beneficial in the way of supporting the health of your teeth and gums, promoting better breath, and just stronger teeth, right? Which everybody wants, and nobody wants to have to shell out thousands of dollars because they need to, have all these things fixed. And so, given that we do have things at our disposal like probiotics like this, it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't want to invest. So yeah, even if you were like me and you were just a victim of poor diet growing up, you were using traditional toothpaste, mouthwash, things that are just laced with a ton of bad ingredients that cause more harm than good. The good news is that you actually can repopulate your microbiome to support strong teeth, just better overall health in general. So that's why I came across this. It is a little pricey, but honestly, relative and compared to the thousands of dollars that I've paid in dental bills to try to get this implant over the past few years, it just pales in comparison. So if you look at it as an investment, it's just sort of the same as food, right? You pay the money up front and you invest in good quality food, you invest in good quality supplements. That's going to go a super long way in avoiding disease, avoiding health issues later down the road. So the way that I see it is that you either pay for it now or you pay for it later, and it's really you just decide. Although if you decide to pay later, you're probably going to end up paying a lot more. But sad truth is that most people don't really take care of their health until it's too late or until they have an issue, right? It's just the world that we live in. So yeah, that's really why I'm excited to share this with you guys. I think a lot of you guys would definitely see a lot of benefit from it. And I do think that in the near future, there's going to be a ton of products like this coming out. It just so happens that this is one of the only ones on the market that I could find that dealt with repopulating your oral microbiome with the right strains of probiotics. And I've been taking this for about a month now, and I can say that my breath, never was really a big issue or anything, but my tooth sensitivity, a lot of times after I would have something really acidic, it would just get extremely sensitive. And the sensitivity in my teeth has gone down a lot, which, in most cases just indicates less of a propensity to get cavities. But yeah, really haven't noticed my teeth getting all that more whiter. The lessening of sensitivity, I'd say, is definitely the biggest thing that I've noticed so far taking the Prodentim. And just that in and of itself just means that it must be doing something to prevent tooth decay and probably cavities and just other things that are detrimental to your teeth. If you're out there and you have tried the Prodentim out, let us know down in the comments just what your experience has been, what kind of benefits you've noticed taking. I'm curious to know if any of you guys have. So yeah, the way that I've been using this is just in the morning after brushing my teeth, I'll just take one tablet, and it's essentially just like a dissolvable candy that you just stick in your mouth. You chew it on it a little bit, and then you just kind of let it sit on there. Ideally, you don't want to eat or drink anything afterwards. Strains they include in the blend, which has 3.5 billion CFUs, which isn't a ton, but then again, they're all designed to help oral health. And so again, if you're looking for an overall more comprehensive probiotic, I would definitely check out Seed, which I will link to down below as well. So the actual strains included in the mix here include lactobacillus paracasei, which supports health of your gums, also helps your sinuses stay free and open, which is cool. A lot of people deal with issues with that. Lactobacillus reuteri, which helps with inflammation, supports healthy mouth environment. B-Lactis BL-04 supports the balance of mouth bacteria, supports respiratory tract, maintains healthy immune system. And then we got BLIS K-12, which supports a healthy mouth, respiratory tract, healthy immune system, and BLIS M-18, which maintains normal tooth color and supports cleanliness of your mouth. So everything is, designed in effect to just target the oral microbiome and really just optimize it for max overall health of your mouth. But yeah, honestly, if you're watching this, even if you don't currently have any dental issues, anything that you're dealing with at the time, it's, like I had mentioned, just super important to be proactive, because you don't know if you could, under the hood, be dealing with some kind of nutrient deficiency, or just some issue in terms of tooth decay or something that all of a sudden can, you know, pop up out of nowhere. Next thing you know, the dentists are telling you that you need this and you need that. And in most cases, the dentists are just, at the end of the day, they're out for a profit and they want to make as much money as possible. And a lot of times they just recommend things that maybe you don't need and could have been easily preventable, right? And prevented in the future if you were just smart about things, right? And then also, even if you do happen to be in a position where you get something done, there's really no guarantee that something's gonna work. So for instance, an example in my case, my front tooth right here, right there in the front, popped off when I was eating something, and I've been in the process of getting a dental implant. The first surgery of placing the implant failed. They drilled into the soft tissue instead of the bone. So they had to go back in, another surgery to remove the implant. Then, you know, you gotta wait like 4 to 6 months for that to heal. Then they went in, another surgery to get the new bone graft, let that heal, boom. Then you have to wait a certain amount of time, another surgery to put the new implant in, let that heal, another surgery to, you know, open it up, and then hopefully I can get this crown on. But just reiterating that you don't know if an operation is gonna work or not. And with teeth, just everyone is so different, every case is different. You wanna make sure that you do your research, which is what I definitely recommend doing. In my case, I didn't do enough research. I didn't go to the right person. I just kind of went to somebody on Google who had highly rated reviews, when in reality, you know, I should have went to somebody called a biological dentist, which they just use materials that aren't harmful to your health, and they take a more holistic approach instead of just right off the bat wanting to slice you open, because just all the pain and hardship that you have to go through both financially and mentally if you do happen to deal with a big tooth issue, is just not fun. And you can take it from me, it's been like 2.5 to almost 3 years trying to get this new tooth. So again, any investment that you can make to prevent the possibility of dealing with major dental surgeries or operations is highly advisable. And, you know, take it from me, someone that's really struggled with this a lot. So yeah, with that being said, I mean, definitely check them out. I would just recommend it, see what kind of benefits that you get from taking it. Link it will be down below if you want to pick some up. There's really, you have nothing to lose. They have a money back guarantee if you don't see any results from taking it. So again, it's a must in my opinion. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to drop me a like.